Hello, everyone. Hope everyone is fine. I'm back today and I want to share with you some of my trades that I took last week on gold. Um, so let's start. This was the 13th of November. I took many trades the 13th and then the 14th. So I won't share all of them. I'll just share maybe two or three. But basically, this was my ultimate wake-up call when it comes to uh, my trading. Uh, what would I say? My trading, not style, but um, my trading issues, because my first trade went very well. You see, market was going up. I saw this. Let me go into 1 hour first. Okay, let's go here. That's better. So 13th is here. Yes. So let me pull this. We were here. No, wait a minute. This is October. No, it's much further down. Okay, here. Yes, I have my markups. So I had all my analysis lined up, and I was expecting market to go up because it was on an uptrend. You can see here it started 7th of November, went up, then dropped, then went up, and then I was expecting to go up. You see, I have my markup here, but this was on 15 minutes, so let me go back to 15 minutes. Okay, I should have used the bar patterns. Oh, not bar patterns, but the, what do you call this? The bar play. Yeah, so I was expecting this to happen. You see, I have my bar patterns in blue here. So this is like a shadow for what would happen. So before this happened, I already had it. So I actually used the replay, bar replay. That's what I was looking. So this was 13th. Let's put it here. So I did my analysis and I was like, okay, what do I have here? Let me see. I had an impulse, a correction, and then see this correction. So for you that are new and are not so sure what am I talking about, I'll explain to you what I mean by correction. So this first from here to here, this part I put in yellow is my impulse. So the market moves on a straight line up. And then I'll remove it. And then it came to here, up, down here. This was the lowest. Oh, wait a minute. It didn't do what I wanted. Okay. And then it came down here, you see, in yellow, in this yellow circle. This was my correction. So I waited for this to happen. And then I was like, okay, it corrected. And then, because I wanted to be sure, learner, I waited for it to go up and break my trend line. So I have a couple of trend lines. I have this one here, this yellow one, my 15 minute, but I didn't take the trade here. So normally on a trend line, we wait for a break and then a retest. I had a break. I didn't feel like I had a proper retest, so I didn't take on this one. I could have, but I didn't. Okay. I'm still following my plan. And then I have this. Do you see this line in blue? It's not so easy to see, but I have this trend line, this one here. I'm pointing. Yeah, in blue. This is my 1 hour trend line. I had it there and I had a break and a retest. And I was like, yes, my structure is pointing to uptrend because I have a higher low. I have a higher high. I have another higher low. Didn't break structure to downtrend. Went back up, made a new higher high. It came down, so broke my trend line, made a retest. Also on this, do you see this orange rectangular? This is a little zone I have here, 15 minutes. It broke, it retested. So I was like, okay, when it start going up, I'm gonna go into my trade. I'll go into my entry. I'll just check now. Uh, this was 13, 5. I probably took a little. Let me just see when was my position. Mm, this was 13. What time was it? See, I took many trades that day, but let me just see around what time. The price was at 4,200 and let me remove the bar replay now. The I need to go back now. Bear with me, please. Okay, it was about here. This was 111. Okay, so so yes, yes. Okay. So I took a few trades here. So I started my first trade was price was at 4,209. 209 around here. 209 around here. I took this one and then I took some short trades. Yeah, no, because I went out 225. So I went just a little bit to the next. I put a little, you see, I put this little one here. This was a very little zone. I took up to here. I was a little bit scared, so I took just a little one. And my lot size was zero point 0.1, which is like $1 per pip. And then this was a time, this was early in the morning. No, this was already 3 in the afternoon. So a little bit later, I took another one. I took also twin trades. I see here. Actually, I took 3 trades. Yeah. Sorry, guys. So I took 2 trades at zero point 0.1. Yeah, 2 trades at zero point 0.1. And then I took 1 trade at zero point 0.5. And that's what I want to bring to you. I don't remember if the last video I spoke about this, but I had changed my lot size to zero point 0.1, which is $1 per pip, because of my past losses and because I want to go a little bit slower during my trades, just to protect my capital and my risk management. Because the higher lot size you have, the higher you lose, the higher you win. But if you are still in the beginning and you have little capital to lose, you want to be very careful with that. So this was my decision to only trade for now until I reach my goal. my goal of $10,000, then I would be on zero point 0.1. But then what happened? I thought, you know what? I know where market is going. I'm going to increase, and I put zero point 0.5. It went well. I made $500 there on that one trade, but I had two others with zero point 0.1. So it was like 157, 146, and then 526. All went good. Oh, I'm happy. And then, and then I waited an hour later. I saw another possibility for a sell this time. And you see here. So I understood market was going up to here. And that's the thing. That's the thing I want to share with you. I had confluences or confirmation that probably if the price touch this line, this hard line here, I'm gonna put an arrow just so you see. I want you to have a feeling of what I'm saying. Okay, this line here, you see, this hard black line where I'm pointing at, this one. This is a monthly level, which is very strong level. Normally price either stays there for a while in consolidation, going sideways, or it touches and then comes back down, but sometimes it breaks. It depends on the momentum. But I mean, I could see the momentum wasn't that big. We don't have like big candles or just one long blue candle, which is the bullish or for buys. So it starts consolidating. And when my price reached here, I should have taken profit at once because at that moment, on, let me see. Yeah, I think I was on 1,000 around here, 1,000 and something profit. But I waited, and then I was like, okay, now I think I should take profit. So I took profit. I lost some pips, but no problem. I still went on plus. And then because I had all these confirmations that price will drop, I had this line here, which was my resistance or my ceiling. And then I also had, what did I have? I think I had a fib negative, but I removed some fibs, so now I don't see it. Let me see on 30 minutes. Maybe on 1 hour. No, wait, I think I saw in 30 minutes. Yeah, look here. Look here, so you see what I'm talking about. So this was still 13th of November. I had, no, wait. Now I'm confused. No. I don't have it right here, but I did have a fib. Let me put one more. If I put one here. Now let me put on one now. So this is 13th of, yeah. So if I extend this fib, let's see. I can't remember if it was this one or a different one, but let's try. I remember I had, you see, that's the thing. When I have my trades, I have to record right away. Otherwise, I forget. Okay, I'm not able to find it. I'll put a new one. Let's put a new one from here. Uh, is it here? Yeah, was more or less here. So you see, I'm sure it's super hard to see. Let's see if I'm able to make it a bit easier for you to see what I mean. Um, if I remove, I'll remove, I'll just put on, I'll hide the other fibs so you can see. And that's another thing. I want to have my graphs, my charts easier to read. Like, at the glance you look and you're able to see what is going on. And right now I have so many lines going on that I myself get lost so many times. Uh, okay, I think it should be okay now. All right. So see what I mean? So I have this fib. I put up to this. So here is 100. 100 is like the point to start. And I'm starting this low, considering that this is where price started from the base. I could have put here as well. Let's see how it looks if I put here. Yeah, it's not, no, I don't think, uh, I mean, it's still kind of, you can still count, but I think here is better. Anyway, that's where I saw it. And then 100, 100 down here, point A, point B, and 0. So it's the impulse came up to here and then it corrected. It corrected down. It didn't exactly touch the 38. Let's see. No, it actually only touched 23, but anyway, it went up to almost negative 61. And so I was thinking, we have all the confirmations that price will drop because normally on a fib, when it reaches negative 61.8, especially on a 1 hour, 4 hour higher time frame, price tends to reverse direction. And then what else? I had some other confluences. I think I had a trend line as well, but this was on 15 minutes. That made me really think of sales because see, my first trade was a buy, but it doesn't matter if it's a buy or sell as long as you are in the right direction. You make money, right? So let's see. I put this, you see this small one? It's a small one I put here. I put this small one. So I was waiting. I had a break, yeah, here. And then I was waiting for a retest. It didn't pass so much this line. And then, yeah, I think that was it. And then let me see where did I enter because I was on sales. 14, no, 13. Yeah, I entered 193. Okay, so I actually waited. You see, I entered quite late for this trade. Yeah, I waited longer. So I don't know what I was doing. Probably I was in between some feeding, breastfeeding. But anyway, I waited and then I saw this happen here. And then it made, yeah, I think I saw the break of structure here. You see, it came all the way down. It broke this zone. It broke this zone. It broke this trend line. I have this green trend line, which is my 4 hour. So it broke. It didn't go back up, and quite a lot of momentum here. So when that happened, I was sure. Okay, also broke this structure. So you see, let me just show you this. It broke here. I'll make this in red and thicker so you see. It broke here. It broke here. You see, when I say broke, it's like it went beyond this point. Here broke, here broke. So I was like, okay, for sure, this is on a downtrend. So I went in 4,193 um, for sale. And then I went in with three trades as well. Um, and zero point 0.5 this time I was like all in, not zero point 0.1. And I made money. So I made these three trades. I made one, I made 330. The other one I made 483. And another one I made 575. Now see I have another one, 300. So plenty of money, small. I didn't stay long, so I did a little bit of scalping, you may call. And that all went well. And then I saw another possibility to make money. Let's see, now we are still on the 13th, yeah. So a little bit later on the day, this was the big one. Let me go to this one. So then I saw another sale, and this was 8 in the evening. Let's see, what time is 8 in the evening. I went in, was a very short, this was a real scalp. I went in 8:27 and I went out 8:32 with zero point 0.5 lot and I made $1,000. This is crazy, isn't it? So the trade was, and this was just before it changed direction. So I could well have lost all this money. Think about that because it was here. It wasn't even this candle. I should have taken this whole, right? It was just here, this little bit, just before it changed direction. And and this is what I want to share with you in this video is how I went from making a lot in on the 13th to losing a lot. And all because of me not following my plan, which was to keep my lot of zero point 0.1. So it went well on the 13th. And you see, my analysis was kind of correct, right? I went up, went down, have all my confirmations, but I'm still a beginner, so I still miss many details. And that is something to still take into account when you're starting and not play as if you know it all. Lack of humility. So then, let's see, 13, 13. I think that was my last trade. And then I went to bed. I was so happy that day. I think I made 1,900 something. The 13th was my biggest gain ever in one day. And then comes the 14th of November, Friday. And then I went into some small trades during the day and they were not so successful. I lost some little money, like $40 here, $20 there. And then I made some money as well. Then I lost some money. And then it was 4 p.m. I lost 1,400. And that's when I start getting into revenge trading because I was like, what? I just lost almost all the money I made yesterday. No, 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 no. I have to catch back. So dangerous, so dangerous. And I'm still playing with zero point 0.5 lot, which is $5 per pip. So, okay. So I'm like, okay, Thelma, now focus. Now you need to make this money back. And that's when everything was going wrong. Um, I went into a trade. I made 500 of $600. So now I'm trying to catch back, right? And that went well. And now I'm determined, okay, to make my money back. And that's what really went well because then it was the 14th of November. And then I didn't trade the 15th. I didn't trade the 15th. Let me see. Yeah. And then on the 7th. Wait a minute. Yeah, yeah. 14th. And then the 17th, which was on a Monday, I lost so much money that Monday. I lost two times 800. I can't find out the trades. Let me see. Where was it? 478. Oh, sorry, 4,078. Prices 4,078. Somewhere here. Yeah, in consolidation, that's the thing. You don't want to trade in consolidation unless you are experienced, unless you know what you're doing. And by that time, my mindset was catch the money you lost, catch the money you lost, playing with this big lot. I went into this trade for a sell somewhere here. And then you see, it went the other way and I lost. And it looks like a small move, but then because it's a lot that is big, it's enough to lose a lot. So I lost two trades with around $800, and then it didn't stop. I didn't stop. I lost $400 more, $200 more, and few hundreds. And then I came down to my account was when I made all that money, I was back to 5,000. So I went from 2,800 to 5,000. I got to 5,600 and then I went all the way back to 2,000. At the moment, I'm on 2,117. Yes. How is this possible? It is possible because we're not we, I was doing so many things that I shouldn't. And I want to write down a little bit here. I'll just find a little space. The things I've done that I shouldn't have done. So first I went into greed, right? Because I increased my lot size to 0.5, which is um, 30. I didn't follow my plan and didn't follow plan, right? Plan was to trade 0.1 lot. I traded 0.5. 0.1 is $1 per pip. Uh, Impatience, because this is great, but it's also impatience because I had to wait until my account and my mind was ready to increase my lot size, right? And also my expertise, my skills. What else? And then I also was anxious because I could have gone in even made money if I was fresh in my mind. I could have waited. So again, impatience, anxiety, better to write anxiety, mm, to trade more. Also, overtrading goes together with this overtrading. I made too many trades. Even if I was winning, I had my rule of not more than 5 trades per week. I went past that. Again, not following my plan, overtrading. Uh, what other things we see here? Revenge trading. You see all the all the typical revenge trading. Uh, what else? Also, I'll say lack of humility, even though it goes together with, if you are greedy, impatient, you're not humble, right? Lack of humility. All the things that I don't stand for, that's what I was doing. Lack of humility, um, lack of contentment, lack of contentment, and together with that goes no gratitude. Okay, now this was all the things I did that I shouldn't. Um, and now what can we learn from this? What can I learn, and perhaps what can you learn? Okay, we need to change this, right? We need to change this, and we also need to understand where this comes from. So I want to make another video so this doesn't become so long. I wanted to share with you my traits here, but my next video will be me going through all these feelings uh, and where they come from in my case, and what will be my strategy to improve, because we don't want to stay in this is very bad frequency, right? Do you agree with me? We don't want to stay here. We want to stay on the other side. So my next video will be about that. We're going to the psychology of these big wins and big losses, because I want to share with you some pattern that I have noticed in myself of big losses or big wins, big losses. And perhaps you can identify with me and this can be helpful for you. Okay, thank you for watching, and see you next video. Bye.